They're back by popular demand. My so-called sun pedals, the sunburn, which is based on the sun buzz effect, the little sun buzz that plugs into your guitar. Mine turned out to be a little bit heavier than what demos I've seen. So I'll talk about that in a minute. And then the Sunstroke, it's two LM386 chips. It's not the same chips that's in the Acapulco Gold. It's two power amplifier chips, but it's very similar to the Acapulco Gold in the circuit. But that's that one. Very high gain. What I'm going to do is I wanted to make some of these like sun buzz ones, but make the circuit better, because it's a fairly medium gain circuit. It's all transistors. I want to make my own pedal design based on a few different circuits. What I like is I do like the Acapulco Gold circuit, but I don't want to use an IC chip. I want to make my own pedal all out of transistors, and I want to make it based on Sunn Model T, so the gain section of a Sunn Model T, and I want to put a boost in front of it. So this is how I'm going to do it. So I've got these pedals. Obviously I like Sunn pedals, I like Sunn amps, etc. I'm going to try and make my own pedal based on different things that I've found that I've built in the past. So the Sunburn, I used BC548 chips. They're not massively high gain transistors, so I've chosen something else. I've chosen something from the Sunn Model T, so I've taken the gain circuit from there, and I think I might put that in it. So what I'm going to show you now is I've made a breadboard circuit of the boost section, which is going to be the first bit of my own pedal. So I'm messing about with different transistors. I want a high gain boost, so what you need to find is a transistor that is going to give you high gain. So and a high gain is the HFE in a transistor. So the 5089 it's got a HFE of 400. So if I'm correct in thinking that that's going to give me a good high gain. What I've got in at the moment is a 3904 transistor, which gives you a HFE gain of 50 to 100. So obviously the 5089 gives you a lot more gain, and these are NPN transistors that go in this boost stage. So all I've got is 5 resistors and 2 capacitors. So there's a capacitor at the input and there's a capacitor at the output of this boost, and all they do is make sure that no noise gets into your effect. So they filter out all the noise from the electricity coming into the circuit, and so basically it is pretty much all the transistor giving you that, just boosting the signal, because that's what I want first. I want a gain, a boost gain, and then I want another gain stage after here, so 2 more transistors, and they're going to be JFET transistors. So there's going to be 2 JFET transistors there, and then we're going to see how much gain we can get from there. So I'm going to test it at each stage, and I'm thinking I just want a 1 knob pedal. I don't really like pedals with loads of knobs, because if you look at your amp, you've got like treble middle bass on your amp, so why do you need it on a pedal? I don't know. You want the gain coming out of a pedal. Like, that's what I use a pedal for, is for distortion, or I don't see the point of putting loads of bass on it. So what I'm going to be doing is doing all of that tweaking on the breadboard, so that I can get the sound that I want from there. So then I don't need to have lots of tweakery treble, middle and bass. All I'm going to have is a knob, so it can kind of go loud. It's going to be like a volume knob or a gain knob. And inside it's going to have a boost, a gain stage, and maybe an octave switch. I'm very inspired by the Life pedal that Earthquaker did, but that's a boost. So that their black eye boost, that's got clipping in it. I'm going to have a look at putting some clipping diodes on this boost just to see what it sounds like. And this is the beauty with breadboards. If I don't like it, I'll just take it out. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to just concentrate on the boost section for the moment, and then I'll move on to the next section. So this video is going to be a little bit of looking at building my own pedal, which is based sort of like on a Sunn amplifier, and then I'm going to test through some of my old Sunn pedals just to give you an idea of what kind of sound I'm trying to get out of this thing that I'm designing. If you want to comment on what I'm doing, you can, because for a start, somebody posted on my very first Sunstroke pedal and said you need to put a boost in front of it, it would sound good. So this is why I've tried to do this, and it does sound good. I agree. So then I need people to comment and to tell me what else might sound good. What would you do in a pedal? If this was like your dream pedal, what would you do, and how would you build it? I'm chasing high gain, and just a perfect high gain transistor fuzz distortion. So let's get cracking and I'll show you what the boost sounds like. Alright, so I've just got my breadboard down here with the boost on it. This is orange micro dark. It's just got like a clean channel on it. So the gain's turned right down. So my boost, I'm just going to click that on. So that's my boost, and that's on full. I don't have any potentiometer on that, so that's my 3904 boost. That's the first stage of my pedal. That's the first bit, so it's already got quite a lot of gain on it. I'm going to try it with this Sunstroke pedal. I don't want to use an IC, a power amp chip on my board. I want to use an all transistor. This is going to be an all transistor pedal, but I do like the sound of this pedal, so I'll just chuck that on its own. The volume is just at halfway on this because it's ridiculous on full. It just sounds too basic. Okay, I'm just going to put the boost on with this just to see what that sounds like. So you can't really tell much of a difference with something as high gain as that. So I want something that's going to complement it a little bit better than that, so you can actually hear that boost coming through. So I've got the Sunn buzz effect attached now. I'll just show you what it sounds like. It's on full because there's not a huge amount of gain on this. But it sounds a lot better than any of the demos that I've heard. It sounds quite weak on a lot of demos I've heard, but listen to this. just going to add my boost to this. So that's based on the Sunn buzz effect. So that plus my boost sounds pretty good. It's got a chunky amount of gain on it. However, it does sound again a little bit bassy, and it cuts out, doesn't sustain the note very well. I'll just play that, demonstrate that. It's a bit farty again. Yeah, I don't really like that sound. It sounds a bit like a bass guitar, or it gives it that bassy sound, which I don't really dig. And it is cutting a lot of the volume out as well. So my volume goes up quite a lot when I turn that off, so I don't know why that is. It's got a voltage regulator inside it, might be something to that. So with my pedal, I'm going to design, I don't want anything like any discrepancy in volume. I want the volume to stay the same when I activate the pedal. So that's just, oh, that's with nothing. So again, we just got the boost pedal here. It's quite a significant volume increase when I activate the boost. Anyway, I'm going to put some clipping on the boost, see what it sounds like, and then I'll go to the next stage, which is a gain stage with 2 JFET transistors, and that's going to be the gain stage after the boost, and then that's all I've got to go with. So we're going to have a gain stage, and then we're going to have clipping on the boost. I might put clipping on the gain stage, see what that sounds like. So just experiment. This is what this is all about, experimentation. So let's put some clipping on this boost, see what it sounds like. Okay, I'm messing around with a bit of clipping at the moment. I've had to put a loop station in here because it's too hard to kind of try different things whilst you're trying to play the guitar as well. So the loop station is just activating a clean loop, and I can activate the boost. So I'm just trying different pairs of diodes. I've got about 46 diodes. The legs are too short to go in the breadboard, so I'm just going to solder some longer legs on them. I've tried LED clipping and I've tried 4148 clipping. Doesn't do a great deal. I'll just go through a demonstration of each different clipping. I put a clip-in. The clip-in is on the output of the circuit, so it's the very last thing. So before the guitar signal leaves the circuit, it gets clipped by these diodes. I'll do also a combination of 4148 and a diode, an LED, sorry, a red LED. It's really subtle, I think. I don't think I need to bother with it because it's not altering the sound a great deal. But this is what experimentation's about, is to try these things to see what it all sounds like. At the moment, I'm happy with the way this boost sounds. like I said, I've got a 3904 transistor in at the moment. I do want a 5089 transistor because I think it's got more gain. That might be the key to getting a little bit more gain out of this boost. But I don't have that transistor right now. Alright, so I've got red LED diodes in at the minute. I'm just going to pull them out. I'm just going to put in the 4148s. It's really subtle. It's really subtle. It's like to a point where I don't see the point of having them here. It doesn't seem like they're doing that much. They're definitely working because they were flashing. So, all right, this is the 4148s. Pull them out. Right, finally this is the BAT 46s. I've noticed that the BAT 46s, they kill the volume quite a bit. And you'll notice when I pull them out. So I'm going to play it and then I'm going to pull them out. Here we go. You can see there's significant volume. I'm going to do an asymmetrical setup, which is one 4148 and then one LED. I think this is the favourite, but it's so subtle that, yeah, I just don't know if there's any point in having it, to be honest. Yeah, it does seem to distort the circuit a little bit, like it clips the circuit bit. I think maybe at this stage I just want it sounding cleaner, and if I need any clipping I might put it right at the end of the gain section that I'm going to add in next. So yeah, clipping, not that impressed really. It's not doing a hell of a lot to make the circuit any better, because that's what we want to know, is it improving the circuit? Does it make it any better? Not really. I do like the idea of asymmetrical diode clipping. I know that we have that in the life pedal. That might come in handy later. Let's see if it makes any difference later on in the circuit after the gain stage that we're going to put in with two JFET transistors. So let's do that a little bit now. Alright, I've added my gain stage with two N5484s in there. The gain's not that great. It's not made a huge amount of difference to the boost. I've mucked about with a few resistors, just tweaked it a little bit. I've added the clipping in the end as well. Not that impressed with it. It sounds like sort of a bit like a Sunn beta lead sort of sound, but not the sound that I'm really desiring. So it might be that I scrap this circuit and maybe try do the Sunn buzz sort of circuit, or use those transistors. Yeah, not feeling the love out of this one. I'll just give it a quick test for you so you can hear it. So this is a clean. Just activate this breadboard. So it's got quite a farty sound to it. For all the gain circuit's doing, I don't feel like it's doing a lot. So I'll just show you what it sounded like just with the boost, just so you can hear. So that's just my boost circuit. And that's my circuit with my gain stage on it as well, so. Okay, it's not bad for a first attempt at building a guitar pedal from scratch, from absolute scratch. Yeah, trial and error, I think. Alright, so this is my drawing. Basically, that's what I've just done. It's not sounding amazing. I need more tweaking, more mucking about to get it sounding somewhere where it sounds like a decent pedal. Yeah, drop it down in the comments how we can make this better. I'll just play you an outro.